Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Words have power, and when you use the right ones, you don't just speak, you leave an imprint. You make someone think about you, dream about you, and feel you in the silence of the night. Today, I'm going to give you 3 compliments that will do just that. 3 simple, powerful words that will have him thinking about you long after you've left the room. Words have power. They shape our reality, define our relationships, and influence how we see ourselves and others. The way we speak, the words we choose, and the emotions behind them carry a weight that can lift someone up or bring them down. A single phrase can change the course of a person's day, their decisions, or even their life. When we understand the true power of words, we begin to use them with more care, more purpose, and more awareness of their impact. Think about a time when someone said something to you that stuck with you. It could have been a compliment that boosted your confidence or a criticism that made you doubt yourself. Words leave marks. They settle into our minds and shape the way we think about ourselves and the world. This is why we remember kind words from years ago, and unfortunately why we also carry the weight of hurtful words for just as long. Words are more than just sounds or symbols on a page. They carry emotion, intention, and influence. When you speak to someone, you are not just sharing information, you are shaping their experience. A simple, "I believe in you," can give someone the courage to keep going when they feel like giving up. A heartfelt, "You inspire me," can make someone feel seen and valued in ways they never expected. On the other hand, careless words, spoken in frustration or anger, can break someone's spirit in an instant. It doesn't take much. A sarcastic remark, a dismissive tone, a single word said without thought, and suddenly the damage is done. People often underestimate the impact of their words because they don't see the immediate effects. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Words linger in the mind long after they are spoken. They replay in moments of doubt, in times of joy, in quiet reflections when no one else is around. The right words can make someone feel invincible, while the wrong ones can make them feel small. Words are also powerful because they create connection. They bridge the gap between people, allowing us to share our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When you take the time to choose your words carefully, to express yourself with clarity and kindness, you open the door to deeper relationships. You make people feel heard, understood, and appreciated. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. A simple "I'm proud of you" can mean the world to someone who's been struggling. A genuine "I'm here for you" can be a lifeline to someone feeling lost. This is why great leaders, poets, and storytellers have always understood the power of language. They know that words can inspire movements, bring people together, and change the course of history. Think about the speeches that have moved nations, the books that have changed lives, the songs that have touched souls. All of them, at their core, are made up of words, carefully chosen, purposefully arranged, and delivered with emotion. But words don't just influence others. They also shape how we see ourselves. The way we talk to ourselves in our own minds determines our confidence, our motivation, and our ability to push through challenges. If we constantly tell ourselves we're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough, we begin to believe it. But if we remind ourselves of our strengths, speak to ourselves with kindness, and replace doubt with encouragement, we start to step into our full potential. Words are tools, and like any tool, they can build or destroy. They can be weapons or they can be medicine. The choice is always ours. The more aware we are of the words we use, both to ourselves and to others, the more intentional we become in shaping the kind of world we want to live in. Every word spoken is an opportunity to inspire, uplift, and empower. Every sentence carries the potential to heal or to hurt. Feeling safe with someone means knowing that your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are valued. It means not having to filter your words out of fear of being misunderstood or dismissed. It is a deep kind of comfort, a level of trust that is built over time through consistency, reliability, and genuine care. When you feel safe with someone, you don't second-guess their intentions. You don't have to wonder if they are secretly judging you, if they will use your vulnerabilities against you, or if they will disappear when you need them most. There is a silent understanding that no matter what happens, they will be there, standing by your side. Emotional safety is one of the most powerful forms of connection between two people. It allows for openness, honesty, and a depth of communication that cannot exist without trust. When you feel safe with someone, you can share your dreams, your fears, and your insecurities without worrying that they will be dismissed or ridiculed. You can express yourself freely, knowing that your words will be heard and your feelings will be acknowledged. There is no need to pretend, no need to wear a mask or hold back parts of yourself. This kind of safety creates a foundation for deeper love, stronger friendships, and unbreakable bonds. A person who makes you feel safe is someone who listens without interrupting, who understands without needing every detail, and who supports you without hesitation. They do not make you feel small for your emotions, nor do they dismiss your worries as irrational. Instead, they provide reassurance in a way that feels natural, not forced. They know when to give advice and when to simply listen. They recognize that sometimes safety is not about solving problems, but about being present. Sometimes it is not about having all the answers, but about being willing to walk through the uncertainty with you. Trust is another crucial element of feeling safe with someone. Trust is not built in a day, nor is it given freely. It is earned through actions, through consistency, and through showing up even when it is inconvenient. When someone keeps their word, when they prove time and time again that they mean what they say, trust grows naturally. And with trust comes safety, the knowledge that this person will not betray you, will not take advantage of your kindness, and will not walk away when things get difficult. Feeling safe with someone also means knowing that you are not alone. Life is unpredictable, filled with highs and lows, moments of joy and moments of struggle. When you have someone who makes you feel safe, you face life differently. Challenges feel less overwhelming because you know you have a support system. Fear feels less paralyzing because you know you have someone to lean on. Even in silence, their presence is enough to bring comfort. Even in chaos, their steady energy reminds you that everything will be okay. Physical safety is important, but emotional safety is what truly strengthens a connection. It is knowing that you will not be punished for your honesty, that your mistakes will not define how someone sees you, and that you can be imperfect and still be loved. It is feeling secure in the knowledge that even when you are at your worst, this person will not turn away from you. It is a reassurance that no matter what life throws your way, you will not have to face it alone. When you tell someone, "I feel safe with you," you are giving them a piece of your heart. You are acknowledging the space they have created for you, a space free of judgment and full of understanding. You are letting them know that their presence brings you peace, that their actions have built a trust that is rare and precious. These words are not just a compliment, they are a confirmation of the deep bond you share. They hold a weight that lingers long after they are spoken. They are a reminder that in a world that can often feel chaotic and uncertain, there are still places of refuge, still people who make life feel a little lighter, a little easier, and a lot more beautiful. I admire the way you think. These words are more than just a compliment. They are a recognition of something deep, something fundamental about a person's mind and the way they see the world. When you tell someone this, you are not just appreciating what they say, you are acknowledging how they process information, how they analyze situations, how they solve problems, and how their mind operates in ways that set them apart. It is a powerful thing to admire someone's thoughts because thoughts shape actions, beliefs, and the way a person moves through life. To admire the way someone thinks is to appreciate the way they interpret the world around them. It means recognizing the uniqueness of their perspective, the sharpness of their intellect, or the creativity that flows through their ideas. Some people have a way of seeing things differently, noticing details that others overlook, making connections that others might not see. They bring a fresh perspective, a way of thinking that challenges the norm and invites new possibilities. When you admire the way someone thinks, you are drawn to their mind the same way others might be drawn to a person's looks or charm. It is a deeper form of attraction, one that goes beyond the surface and into the essence of who they are. There is something magnetic about a mind that operates with clarity, depth, and originality. Some people think analytically, breaking down problems into smaller parts, finding solutions in places where others might only see obstacles. Others think creatively, seeing the world not as it is, but as it could be, imagining possibilities beyond the limits of reality. And then there are those whose thoughts are filled with wisdom, shaped by experience, intuition, and an understanding of life that makes them stand out. To admire the way someone thinks is to appreciate the way they approach life itself. When you admire someone's thoughts, you are drawn to their conversations, their insights, the way they express themselves. Their words carry meaning, their ideas spark curiosity, and their ability to think deeply makes you want to listen more closely. You find yourself wanting to hear their take on things, to understand how they form their opinions, to see the world through their lens. The way they solve problems, the way they express their emotions, the way they question the things that most people accept without thought, it all becomes fascinating. Intelligence is not just about knowing facts or having a high IQ. It is about how a person applies their knowledge, how they adapt to situations, how they learn and grow. Some people have an emotional intelligence that allows them to understand and connect with others in ways that are rare. Others have a strategic mind, always thinking ahead, always finding ways to turn challenges into opportunities. Then there are those whose thoughts are driven by curiosity, always seeking to learn more, to explore new ideas, to push beyond what they already know. When you admire the way someone thinks, it means you respect their mind as much as their presence. You appreciate the way they challenge you, the way they make you think differently, the way they push you to expand your own understanding. There is something deeply attractive about a person who can engage in meaningful conversations, who can make you question things you once took for granted, who can inspire you to see things in a new light. It is not just about intelligence. It is about depth, about the way their thoughts carry weight, about the way their mind moves in ways that keep you engaged and intrigued. Telling someone you admire the way they think is one of the highest compliments you can give because it means you see them beyond the surface. You are not just complimenting their looks, their voice, or their charm. You are appreciating something fundamental about them, something that influences every aspect of who they are. It is a statement that stays with them, one that makes them feel valued in a way that is rare and profound. It is a recognition of their intellect, their creativity, their wisdom, and their ability to shape the world through their thoughts. And when you express this kind of admiration, it does not just make them feel special. It creates a connection that is built on respect, curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the way their mind works. I believe in you. These 4 words carry a weight far greater than they seem at first glance. They are more than just encouragement. They are a declaration of faith in someone's abilities, potential, and strength. To tell someone that you believe in them is to acknowledge not only who they are, but who they can become. It is a statement that fuels confidence, pushes away doubt, and gives a person the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is uncertain. When a person hears, "I believe in you," it changes something within them. It gives them permission to trust themselves, to take risks, to step into their own greatness without fear of failure holding them back. In a world that constantly questions and criticizes, these words become a source of strength, a reminder that they are capable, that they're seen, and that someone has unwavering faith in their journey. Belief has the power to transform, to ignite something within a person that even they may not have recognized in themselves. Sometimes all a person needs is to know that someone else sees something in them that they have trouble seeing in themselves. Doubt is a powerful force, one that can make even the most talented, intelligent, and capable individuals question their worth. But when someone they trust looks them in the eye and says, "I believe in you," that doubt begins to fade. It is replaced with a quiet determination, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, they are as strong as they need to be. Believing in someone does not mean expecting perfection. It does not mean that you think they will never struggle or fail. It means that even when they stumble, even when they fall short of their own expectations, you see their ability to rise again. It means recognizing their resilience, their effort, and their willingness to keep going. True belief in someone is not conditional on their success. It exists even in their hardest moments, even when they are uncertain of themselves. It is in those moments when everything feels like it is falling apart that these words matter the most. I believe in you is not just about encouragement, it is about trust. It tells a person that you trust their decisions, their instincts, and their ability to navigate their own path. It tells them that they are not alone, that even when challenges arise, they have someone in their corner rooting for them This kind of support is invaluable. It can be the difference between giving up and pushing through. It can be the thing that gives a person the strength to take that next step, even when fear tries to hold them back. When you tell someone you believe in them, you are planting a seed of confidence that can grow in ways you may never fully see. You may not witness the moment they finally achieve what they set out to do, but your words will have played a part in getting them there. They will carry that belief with them, using it as a foundation to build upon. Sometimes that belief becomes the voice in their head when their own self-doubt tries to take over. It becomes a reminder that at least one person in this world saw their potential and never questioned it. Belief is a gift. It is one of the most powerful things you can offer another person because it has the ability to shift their entire mindset. It can turn fear into courage, hesitation into action, and uncertainty into determination. Uncertainty into determination. The right words spoken at the right time can change the trajectory of a person's life. And these 4 simple words, I believe in you, have the power to do just that. Depth over surface is the difference between what is fleeting and what lasts, between what is shallow and what holds meaning. In a world that often prioritizes appearances, quick impressions, and temporary validation, true depth is rare and valuable. It is the distinction between conversations that touch the soul and those that skim the surface, between relationships that endure and those that fade, between people who truly understand each other and those who only see what is easily visible. Depth requires effort, patience, and a willingness to go beyond what is immediately apparent. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. In a society driven by instant gratification, it is easy to settle for what is on the surface. Social media thrives on it. Carefully curated images, short captions, moments designed to impress rather than express. But depth cannot be captured in a single moment. It is found in the late-night conversations where real fears and dreams are shared, in the silence between 2 people who understand each other without needing to speak, in the effort to truly see and know someone beyond their projected image. Depth is what remains when the surface fades. It is what makes someone unforgettable, what makes a connection unshakable, what gives life its richest experiences. Choosing depth means seeking meaning instead of just entertainment. It means preferring a book that challenges your thoughts over a quick headline that feeds your biases. It means valuing wisdom over mere information, experience over assumption, and understanding over judgment. Depth is about curiosity, about asking why instead of just accepting what. It is about seeing the layers in people, in situations, in ideas, rather than taking them at face value. The surface is easy. It requires no effort, no reflection, no real engagement. But depth asks more of you. It asks you to listen, to observe, to think, to care. In relationships, depth is what separates real connection from temporary attraction, and a connection based on surface-level traits, looks, status, convenience will never last because it lacks foundation. True connection, the kind that withstands time and trials, is built on understanding, shared values, and the ability to see beyond flaws and imperfections. When you choose depth in a relationship, you are choosing to know someone for who they truly are, not just who they appear to be. You are choosing to stand beside them when things are messy, when the excitement of the new fades, when challenges arise. Surface-level attraction can spark interest, but only depth can sustain love. Depth over surface also means valuing substance in yourself. It is easy to present an image that looks impressive, but real confidence comes from knowing who you are beyond external validation. It comes from self-awareness, from a sense of purpose, from the ability to stand firm in your values even when the world pressures you to conform. A person with depth does not need to constantly seek approval because their worth is not dependent on others' perceptions. They invest in their growth, in their knowledge, and their character, knowing that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external praise. Depth is what allows people to leave a lasting impact. Those who inspire, who change lives, who are remembered long after they are gone, are not those who simply look good or played it safe. They are the ones who thought deeply, who questioned, who sought truth, who built relationships based on authenticity rather than convenience. They are the ones who lived with passion and purpose, who were unafraid to go beyond the surface and embrace the complexity of life. Depth is not always easy, but it is always meaningful. It is what makes life rich, relationships strong, and people unforgettable. Leave an echo It means to create something that lingers, something that remains even after you are no longer present. It is about impact, about resonance, about making sure that your presence, your words, your actions do not simply fade into silence. The world is full of noise, fleeting moments, and forgettable interactions. But an echo is different. An echo is proof that something powerful was spoken, something meaningful was done, something real was left behind. It is not about volume or attention. It is about depth, significance, and the lasting effect of what you contribute to the lives of others. To leave an echo is to matter beyond the moment. It is the difference between speaking just to be heard and speaking in a way that stays with people long after the conversation is over. Words have weight, and those spoken with intention, honesty, and depth carry farther than those that are empty or insincere. A single sentence, a single thought, shared at the right time, can live in someone's mind for years. Encouragement, wisdom, kindness, these are the things that echo, the things that remind someone long after you have left the room that they are not alone, that they are capable, that they are understood. Actions echo louder than words. The way you treat people, the things you do when no one is watching, the choices you make when it would be easier to look the other way. These are the things that define the mark you leave on the world. A simple act of kindness can ripple out farther than you ever realize. The effort you put into helping someone, into lifting them up when they are struggling, into showing up when it would be easier not to. These are the things that create echoes, the kind that are carried forward by those you have impacted. Leaving an echo is about legacy, but not in a grand egotistical sense. It is not about fame or recognition. It is about making a real difference, even in small ways. A teacher who inspires a student to believe in themselves, a friend who helps someone through a dark time, a stranger whose kindness shifts another's perspective. These moments matter. They do not make headlines, but they shape lives. They set off a chain reaction of goodness, strength, and resilience that extends far beyond what can be measured. To leave an echo is to live in a way that cannot be ignored. It is to be intentional with your presence, your energy, your influence. It is to recognize that every interaction, no matter how brief, holds the potential to leave something behind, a lesson, a feeling, an example. These things do not fade as quickly as people think. They stay, they move, they continue long after the moment has passed. Some echoes last a lifetime. The wisdom passed down from a grandparent, the encouragement from a mentor, the words of a friend that came at exactly the right moment. These are the echoes that shape us. They do not disappear with time. They become part of us, influencing the way we think, the way we move, the way we treat others. And just as we carry the echoes of those who came before us, we are constantly creating echoes for those who will come after. To leave an echo is to be remembered, not for what you had, but for what you gave. Not for how loud you were, but for how deeply you resonated. It is not about being everywhere. It is about being meaningful where you are. It is about knowing that long after your words have been spoken, your presence has been felt. Your actions have been taken. Something of you will remain. A reminder, a lesson, a ripple that moves forward, carried by those who heard, who felt, who were changed. So as you move through this world, ask yourself, what kind of echo will you leave? Will your words inspire? Will your actions uplift? Will your presence be felt even after you're gone? True impact isn't measured in noise or recognition, but in the lasting effect of what you give to others. Live with purpose, speak with intention, and move in a way that leaves something behind, because in the end, it's not about how loudly you spoke, but how deeply you were heard. Leave an echo that matters.